Okay, I think we're live now. And hi, I'm Steven the Channeler,
Hi, this is Stephanie.
and we have Rumi the dog here with us. Hopefully, he won't bark, but he keeps it real. And we are doing a new series today. Um, First of all, before we get really started, can you chime in to let us know if the sound is good? Are we sounding good here? There might be a little delay, but I'll just keep talking, and hopefully someone will chime in on the chat there. Anyway, we are doing
Sounds good.
blessings from the dragon. Okay, we heard sounds good, all good. All right, good. This is blessings from the dragon. Jadon Say had so much fun on our Saturday live that he suggested that we do a Wednesday live called Blessings from the Dragon. And the idea with this live is to give, those who want to speak to a dragon a chance to have their questions answered, but not just questions for the general audience, but almost like a small reading. So we figured we'd give several participants the opportunity to have Jadon Say respond to them directly, and do sort of a small reading. So it can be of a personal nature if you're willing to share your personal questions with the greater audience. And we're going to just select people's questions or posts or requests for a blessing or requests for an activation, anything you would like to see. Please put it in all uppercase. And my divine counterpart, Stephanie, the love of my life here, will select based on her. She's really great at tuning into what's going on to things. So she'll select one of you at a time for Jadon Say to respond to. And he will do a brief reading, and then we'll move on. And at the end of this live, we're gonna just select somebody. We'll select a random number, and whoever's closest to that number will get a free half-hour personal reading. And normally we just ask for a donation of 44, or if you can't afford that because are we Rumi is starting to pipe in here. If you can't afford that for some reason, we have a sliding scale. You can give 33 or 22 for a personal half-hour reading. We just can't book our days with free readings, but today we are going to be giving away a free reading at the end of this. So anyway, we looks like we do have some um, uppercase questions starting to show up in the chat. Before we really get going and tune into Jadon Say, can you please chime in with where in the world you are right now? If you're in the States, give us your city, your location. If you're international, we'd love to know where you're at. Please don't abbreviate things. I think last time we didn't understand what PNW meant. It means Pacific Northwest, and there are people from all over the world, so no one's going to get that. So, all right, we got Buffalo, New York. We have England. We have Los Angeles in the house. We have Portugal in the house. Ontario, Canada. Anatolia, Turkey. We have Vienna, Austria. We have Texas. We have Oregon. Um, Anybody else want to chime in on where you're at in the world? We have England in the house. And apologies if there's a little bit of a delay. Let's see. We have Southeast Texas and Maine, Forest, beautiful. Forest Energies. Kenya is in the house, beautiful. And Land of Lakes, Florida. Not sure where that is in Florida. That sounds lovely. Okay, very good.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop into channel. Jadon Say may say a few things, and then we'll start responding to those who Stephanie picks out. So give me a second, and I'll drop in here. I am Jadon Say, and it is a pleasure to have this Wednesday live. Blessings from the dragon. Dear ones, these will indeed be blessings for you. And if you are in need of any extra energies from this, your cosmic golden dragon, at this time, Tune in on Wednesdays and I will be here. Indeed, I am here to be of service, to uplift as I can, and if possible, to do activations and blessings as needed to help you to raise your light, raise your vibration, and help those around you in this new golden age. And so, this is a beautiful little gathering, let's say. We are now have how many people, Stephanie?
We have 27 right now.
There are 27 beautiful light workers from around this your Gaia right now gathering on this Wednesday at 11:11. It is a beautiful thing, and I am here for you all. So let us begin with a question from one of you or a request from one of you. So, lovely Stephanie, please let us hear one.
Okay, I see Benny is starting out with would love and appreciate a dragon's breath activation if that's appropriate.
And Benny, before we do this, is there any certain blessing you would like from this breath? My cosmic breath, my golden white light can do so many different things. It can be protective. It can be one of illumination, bring you visions and understandings, connect you with deeper gifts of your own, appear to you in dreams, etc. What is it that you would like to get from this, if it is possible?
Solar plexus and root cleansing.
Very good. All light workers at this time could very much use a solar plexus and root cleansing. And, dear ones, all of the lower chakras are so much more important than we are told. Those New Age movements that focus on the third eye all the time, it is always the crown and the third eye and the heart, and we're just going to ignore everything else. We're going to ignore our voice. We're going to ignore the seat of our own self in our solar plexus, our sacral chakra. Oh, you do not wish to ignore these, dear ones. Let us do this. Let us do a lower root blessing. This will be for your root, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus, to bring them all into harmony and to clear and cleanse them of any inappropriate energies that may be gathering there or have accumulated there over this lifetime. So, before we begin, everyone who wishes to have this blessing, this dragon's breath to clear the lower chakras, must inside and silently say to yourselves, I give permission for this dragon's breath to enter my energetic centers and to clear these chakras. If you give permission, then my breath, and only then, my breath can bless you. I never impose any blessings upon those who do not wish them, so you must give permission inside. And now for those who have given permission, just sit back and clear your mind. Maybe focus on your breath, your own beautiful breath. And if you see anything happening that is beautiful, if you do not, it is still blessing you. So just relax while I breathe this blessing upon your lower chakras. And just feel. Let the silence resonate in all of your energy centers. And if any thoughts are coming up, just smile at them lovingly. If there are any visions that are coming up, these are most likely from connected lifetimes or connected moments of now in this lifetime. Indeed, this is what memory is. You are connecting with another moment in this your lifetime. And this is a clue. Your memory can be used to remember not just past events, but to connect with any moment of now, on any world that you have walked upon, in any realm that you exist upon, in some other body. You are multidimensional beings. And this chakra clearing is linking you up with other moments of now, beautiful moments of now that you are deeply connected with. The lower chakras in particular have a way of opening deep connections with connected lifetimes that you can bring abilities over from. You can clear misunderstandings from this lifetime, distribute them through your other centers of wisdom. When I say other sorry, my channel got choked up somehow. When I say other centers of wisdom, these are lifetimes you are connected with, where each being, each story of that life has its own type of wisdom, has its own understanding of the nature of the universe, and you can utilize and leverage these, dear ones. You can send a misunderstanding from this lifetime into a connected lifetime for processing, so to speak. Mm, Perhaps something happened to you in childhood that was traumatic and you wish to release it. And though you've tried in this lifetime over and over again, it's still haunting you and still triggers you from time to time. You can connect with another lifetime where that being in that story has exactly the right healing abilities to clear this trauma from this lifetime. That is not another being over there. It is another connected lifetime of yours. So you are clearing your own traumas when you do this, dear ones. This is too much for me to deal with now. I give it up to the best lifetime that I am connected with to process and release it. Lower chakras have these capabilities, dear one. You can connect with so many different aspects of your own greater beingness through your lower chakras. They are not so much famous chakras as your crown or your third eye or your heart, but they are every bit as potent, dear ones. Never forget any of your energetic centers, and do not get stuck on how many chakras you have, whether they're 13 or 22 or 88, etc. These are all just centers of consciousness that you can use. And so many of you are working with these centers consciously, and many of you are just feeling this life and the lives that come through you and to you. And it is all beautiful. You do not need to know much about chakras to use them, dear ones. Just know that you have portals within you to connected lifetimes and connected levels of reality. We will call them realms, dimensions of you. But I am going on, and this is Wednesday blessings from the dragon, so we will continue on with another request, dear Stephanie.
Okay, I see Rainbow Girl would love to know her soul's origin and her gifts.
Rainbow Girl. It is a beautiful question to ask your soul's origin, and it is one that is steeped in timelines, is it not? For when you are in 3D and 4D existence, the timeline is so important to your story. It is not to swat aside time and say that every moment of now is connected, and this can be very confusing to a human in this world. So we will honor your sentiment, which is, I want to know more about my story. For indeed, dear ones, a soul has no birth and no death. There is no origin and there is no end. It is like looking at your video library and saying, what is the origin of all of these stories? They each have their own timeline, their own beginning, their own middle, and their own end. And every lifetime is like this. And the soul is like the entire library. The soul does not have a timeline, so to speak. So your soul does not have any one origin. However, the sentiment behind this question is, in my lifetime right now, my story is important to me. And therefore, I would like to fill out my backstory, so to speak, a little more and get an idea of which star systems I've been through. Rainbow Girl, you have been through the Andromeda Galaxy, many, many connected lifetimes there as beautiful shining beings. This galaxy is just as large as your Milky Way, and there are just as many worlds and life forms and beings there. So it is not just, oh, I am from Andromeda. That is like saying I am from the Milky Way. It loses its meaning when you realize how many star systems are here in this your galaxy. But you came through many beautiful worlds on the Andromeda. Mm, we will just call it in the realm of the Andromeda. And mm, in many of these lifetimes you have worked, there is a common thread. You have worked with light and crystals in such a way that you have made beautiful realities. You have created mm, realities of your own making that still exist in your Andromeda. If you were to travel to some of the worlds there, you would instantly recognize your own creativity at work. You have created entire worlds there. And yes, dear one, you would like to know how this connects with your current lifetime. You came through the Lyran Stargate from your Andromeda. For many eons, it was the Orion Stargate was the most popular one to come over through from Andromeda, but that Stargate has become difficult, let us just say. And you came through the Lyran Stargate and indeed had several lifetimes on your Lyra. And you might think, well, that means I was a lion. No, dear one. You were a dolphin-like being in a Lyran sea, in an ocean of beingness that was so beautiful. Aquamarine colors and pinks and golden reefs. Ah, such beauty. The Rumi animal is making a sound in this room. He must be from there as well. It is a beautiful lifetime that you had, that you swam in the oceans. And yes, dear one, that means that you are deeply connected with dolphins and whales on this world here. Yes, dear one, you have a very special connection, Rainbow Girl, with the dolphins and the whales here. We could go on, but let us just say you have crisscrossed through more than one galaxy on your way into this beingness. And again, this is just the backstory of you from here. You are connected with so many lifetimes, and you can develop these connections. The Rumi wants to say something. Are you wishing to say something, Mr. Dog? Oh,
Wow.
well, he has something to add. Hopefully, you got the message of that. It was a beautiful canine message. He wants to remind us of. Oh, yes, indeed. This is the Syrian star system. You've had lives in Syria, in Sirius, on Sirius A and Sirius B, worlds which orbit these beautiful stars. There are many canine energies from there that you are connected with, and he is reminding you of this. And I think he might have to go outside, perhaps. I do not know. He is a beautiful being. He is, very vocal with you. Rainbow Girl, you obviously are very connected with canine energies. And so therefore you needed that message as well. We will leave this off for a moment, and hopefully that has helped you to fill in some of the blanks of your backstory. Do we have another question?
Yes, home drawn from Utah. has a question. Is my higher self also my twin flame?
Mm, dear ones, twin flames are a beautiful experience that so many of you chart in. Why? Why is there a need for a twin flame? Why would you bifurcate your own beingness into different beingnesses? There are so many beautiful reasons to do this. Mm, when you split yourself, your soul, so to speak, your essence, into different bodies in different lifetimes, and they get to meet each other. Dear ones, this is such an amazing experience. When you get to meet yourself in another body. Mm, there are other people who understand twin flames to be different, but this dragon will talk about twin flames as being bifurcating your energies into more than one body. Yes, they can be triplet flames if you wish, and quadruplet flames, but that would get very confusing, and let us not get so ungrounded and just keep it simple. Mm. When you meet your twin flame, it can be mm, any sort of experience where you meet yourself in another body. It could be a lover. Yes, this is the most popular because humans are so romantically inclined, and that is a beautiful thing. It can also be your own child. Yes, your own child can be your twin flame. Your mother can be your twin flame. Your uncle, your boss at work can even be your twin flame, and that can get very confusing. So let's not go there. But there are so many different ways that you can meet yourself in another being. Many of you have met yourself in your own pet cat or dog. Many of you have met yourself at the zoo, so to speak. Mm, there are so many different ways that you can chart this in, and each one will carry a very beautiful message. You are sending a message to yourself from your greater self through another body. And we can go on and on with this, but let us just focus on the most popular for romantic human beings. It is always this beautiful Disney moment when you think of your twin flame as being your lover, because it seems like such a perfect love, so complete, because you can finish your own sentences. You can just look into the other's eyes and see exactly what is happening with them at any moment. It is like telepathy times 1,000. And when you have your twin flame in your life, it can be a blessing because they get your attention so completely that any information that you wish to chart in for yourself is pure and comes through with very little distortion. So when a twin flame appears in your life, it is almost certainly because your own greater self has been trying to get through to you at this level, and you have been ignoring your own greater self. I'm sorry, it is sometimes something where you need to be slapped across the face a little bit with a twin flame experience. And when you get this, oh boy, does it slap you across the face. It slaps you across the room. You are taken with yourself in another body. I hope this is helpful.
We have someone asking if we can have an inner gift activation. I think they're asking for a collective.
Mm, Inner gifts. Dear ones, you are definitely tuning in right now these days to many of your inner gifts that are coming online, so to speak. This is not only because of a dragon's breath, it is the light that is shining on this your Gaia, moving through what you have called the photon belt, this area of the galaxy that shines with interstellar light that is so beautiful and pure, more radiant from the central sun, so to speak. And as this light shines upon each of you and this your world, so much truth and purity is beginning to wake up, so to speak. It is like the dawn of this new time. And we can hasten it, so to speak, with a little blessing from this cosmic dragon, blowing a little extra light your way. Yes, dear ones, this intimate setting, each of you, again, you must give permission for this blessing. This will not come as a dragon's breath. This will come as a beam of, we will call it etheric light. Mm, there is from the cosmos, the greater cosmos, a light that glows from the divine through everything. And in this gift, we are reminding you that the water of your body, let us say, it is so much deeper than this, but there is water. You would call it water. It is not exactly water, dear ones. When you hear that you are made up of some 70 to 80% water like your Gaia, there is some truth to this. However, this is not your average everyday water. It is different. It is living water. It has been activated. It has been blessed by the divine. And if you were to see it in a glass, like a drinking glass, it would not look like a glass of water from your local spring water or from your lake or even your faucet. You would see a glass of liquid that is actually glowing somewhat. Mm, if you were to put it in an entirely dark room, it would light up the room with a very gentle, glowing light. This is the water of your own beingness, and the cosmos is bringing a little more light into your water, your living water, so to speak. Mm, so you are being blessed. This is, let us call it a water blessing. A celestial water blessing. The stars themselves are adding light to the water within your own beingness. And as this happens, as the light begins to shine a little more, those around you will see a little more twinkle in your eye. This is what people are seeing when they say your eyes are twinkling and shining. It is the light from your own inner being, shining a little brighter. So this is your greater self through the cosmos and through a cosmic golden dragon, blessing you with a little more of your own light. And your beingness is right now. If you have said yes to this blessing, you are right now on every inhale taking in a little more light and glowing a little brighter from the inside. On every inhale for the next 22 days, you are being blessed with a little extra light. Yes, that is right. This blessing will last for 22 days. And at the end of that 22-day cycle, mm, you will have so much light in you that gifts will be coming online. You will be dreaming new dreams that are more vivid and more amazing. You will be remembering parts of your greater self. You may actually start to be able to play a new musical instrument. New languages may start, or languages you have always struggled with may become a little easier to you. Creativity will begin to flow through you in ways that it hasn't to this point. There are so many different openings possible from this blessing. Just breathe in the light. And in the next several days, up to 22 days, if you can bring your consciousness back to this, perhaps upon waking every morning, remember, I am breathing extra light. And as you bring consciousness to this blessing, it amplifies it, dear ones. So make a ritual in the morning after your morning cup, if you are doing that beautiful ritual. Just remember that you are breathing in light every moment of every day. This is not just oxygen entering you, it is light. And your inner beingness is shining. And dear ones, this is a gift to your Gaia. For as you shine this light, you are bringing healing energies, creative energies to your entire environment. You may be walking down an aisle in the grocery store, and 2 aisles over, somebody is being affected by the new light that you carry. This is the beauty of this energy. You do not need to do anything. Just being on this world is enough. Be blessed, dear ones, and breathe.
Thank you, Jadon. There's a question from Rosa. How can we support Ascension with our personal dragon guide?
Ah, hmm. This is a beautiful question. You are already supporting Gaia by simply calling in a dragon guide. For when you call in a dragon into your experience and beingness, you are calling in guidance to uplift. All dragons have this in common. In some way, they are, we are, bringing a greater awareness of your greater self to you. Sometimes this seems like shadow work and it seems a little strange or may seem a little mm, icky at times if you are facing something you need to face. It may seem unpleasant. However, there is always some gift in it. So even a dragon that seems to be one of the shadow working dragons is in some way uplifting you. And of course, your golden and silver dragons, and especially a cosmic golden dragon, is going to be focusing on uplifting, focusing on bringing more light. So, no matter what dragon has come to you, what their name is, what their color is, what their specialty is, they are already helping you to bring more light to this ascension. For mm, just the fact that you are opening up to the guidance of your greater self through this dragon means that you are ascending. And when you ascend, you are helping become a way shower for all those around you. They might see that you are moving on to greater beauty, and they will they will see this and they will say, "Wait, they're getting greater beauty in their world. I want this too." And you will see those around you. Many of them are waking up just because they are near you. Mm, your dragon can also consciously bring about more beautiful energies for ascension if you consciously work with your dragon and ask your dragon to bring you more gifts or energies that help with the overall ascension. Always focus on yourself first, dear ones, for you cannot lead others into the ascension if you are not ascending yourself. So, it may seem a little selfish, but self service is when it is done with the intention of helping the greater ascension, is service to others. There is no mutually exclusive thing. The only mm, detrimental service to self is the sort of service to self that separates you from those around you. If you are separating yourself from the divine, from the light, from those around you, then you are falling into ego. And that sort of service to self is destructive to the ascension and not helpful. So, as long as you are being of service to the greater ascension, even if you are waking up abilities within your own beingness, this is not simply service to self. This is service to the ascension through the self. I hope this helps. This dragon is adding energies to your dragon right now and mm, giving you a pat on the back and a pat on the shoulder for working with dragons in general. It is a beautiful thing. Keep up the good work, and you are being of service to Ascension, dear one.
Okay, there is a question from J.C. Keplinger. Is consciousness fundamental to existence, or is there a deeper layer? And then they're saying, sounds dramatic, but I'm fairly certain that I almost died yesterday from heat exhaustion. So,
Mm, Indeed, consciousness is fundamental to existence. There is no existence without consciousness. Full stop. End of story. If there is no consciousness, then there is no existence. This goes beyond the kingdom of thingdom, so to speak. Everything is born of consciousness. Every object, every pair of scissors came from the archetypal idea of scissors. These are just things. And so there is existence that goes far beyond the kingdom of thingdom, so to speak. You can mm, create entire realms and worlds beyond things. Kingdoms of light, so to speak. Kingdoms of beautiful colors. Is geometry a thing? I ask you. Is the flower of life a thing? That is a deeper question. You can create organizations of creativity that go so far beyond objects and things, into realms that are very difficult to imagine from the third dimensional waking consciousness, so to speak. Consciousness is fundamental. Mm. Consciousness in itself is a word that hides great truth. If you break down the components of that word and truly understand what it means many deep things. And this is only scratching the surface. For without consciousness, what would there be? There would be just silence, and that is it. And is the silence itself beingness? Now, there is a question. Some people call this the void. Some people call this the darkness or the silence, or what happened before the great being of the universe said, "Let there be light." Well, dear ones, even before light there is. And before light and before beingness, there is consciousness. Consciousness does not need dark and light. Consciousness is. It is difficult to put into words, but it is important for you to understand that without consciousness, there is no reality.
Okay, there is someone, Nazi. I have trauma related to expressing myself. Can you please help release it?
Very good. Nazi, trauma related to expressing myself. There is a very deep feeling in this. Trauma related to expressing myself. Just drop into those words. Is it truly that your expression of yourself damaged you somehow or created a traumatic experience? Is that truly the source of your trauma? Dear one, your trauma is so much deeper than you know, but at the same time, it is not from expressing yourself. You may have expressed yourself and things went sideways, so to speak, due to expressing yourself and the reactions that were created from that. But it was not the expression of yourself that created the trauma. It was the mirroring or reaction to your expression. And let us look deeply at the word expression. Express, to press out. When you express yourself, something is coming from deep within and going out into your surroundings. This is a clue as to what is really going on. You are pressing out a bit of your own beingness into this realm and expressing yourself out into this 3D reality that is so dense, let us say, and fraught with difficulty at many times, does indeed at times reflect back to you traumatic experiences. And this is a regrettable thing in some ways, and it is a beautiful thing in other ways, for trauma has a gift inside of it as well. Whenever there is a traumatic experience, there is an opportunity to grow. And to grow in what way, one might ask? maybe to grow in compassion. There is another word that you can look deeply at: compassion. Look into the roots of that word. Mm, we are pressing out and we are having passion that is coming back to us. It is a beautiful exchange of energy, and at times it is quite difficult and challenging. Dear one, you shall express yourself without trauma, and you have expressed yourself without trauma. It is not the cause of your trauma, it is but a reflection. Mm, it is just a temporary reflection as well. It is a reflection from this realm that has a gift inside of it that will help you grow and express yourself even more beautifully. Mm, you shall not stop expressing yourself and give yourself this sort of permission to shut down, so to speak, for your own inner beingness will not allow that. Hmm. I think you needed to hear this. Please continue to express yourself beautifully, and there will be a trauma free golden age for you to express yourself fully in.
Okay, there is a question or a cool ba. Jadon say, healing heartbreak. Does a dragon feel such things, or is that a human thing? Heart healing dragon breath? Question mark.
Mm, Heartbreak is not something that only happens to humans. Dear ones, what is happening when your heart is breaking? I am feeling right now a deep heartbreak of humanity. There are so many, not only humans, but beings around the cosmos who mm, opened themselves up and became vulnerable. And because of this, or as a part of this, felt a deep sense of betrayal or damage from it, that I opened myself up, my truth and my beingness, and somebody used that against me. Somebody used that to harm me or to betray me. Heartbreak is very real, dear ones, for all beings who have any sense of separation. Once you have grown beyond the separation, there is no heartbreak because it is just reflections of your own beingness. Mm, But if you have not reached this level, it is so real. It is so painful. And yes, dear ones, dragons feel this because we are guiding you up out of the realms of heartbreak. Do you not see this? The reason we come is to help those who are in pain to leave this pain behind. And dear one, I'm sorry this channeling body here is starting to leak at the eyes a little bit. There is so much pain in the experience and existence of separation that it is a beautiful thing when you help those around you become a little less separated, become a little less isolated in the way they feel about nature and reality. And this is a self isolation, dear ones. It is mm, brought about through decisions, through choices that have led into this maze of confusion and darkness. And this is why it is so important for light workers to shine, because when you shine your light, you are lifting that darkness. You are lifting the veil, so to speak, of separation. You are helping those around you to understand that all beings are connected, and that when one being is hurt, all beings are hurt. And as beings grow in this awareness, it is not even possible to wish to harm another anymore, because you realize that you are simply harming yourself in another body. It is beautiful that compassion is the way out of this heartbreak. And the great gift in this is that heartbreak and trauma gives you more compassion, or at least it opens an opportunity for you to grow in your compassion. And compassion is one of the early steps in walking back up out of separation, in coming back into unity, in coming back into feeling deeply connected with every being in your life, for there is a reason they are in your life. And you can even thank the bullies and the criminals around you because they are helping you to understand things at a deeper level. Mm, It is beautiful when a light worker begins to shine because this is the way out of heartbreak. And dear ones, it is the great irony that the only way to get more compassion and to shine more is to open your heart and open yourself to the possibility of heartbreak and trauma. It is an irony. It is beautiful at the same time. Your way to grow beyond trauma and heartbreak is to open your heart. Hmm. Feel into that, dear ones. There is a deep wisdom and lesson in this, and it is a very hard lesson indeed.
There is a question from Old Soul Remembering. Okay. Why am I having such a hard time aligning with the abundance that is meant for me? And why do I have energy to draw from in order to do a job I don't enjoy even as a stepping stone?
Hmm. This is a beautiful question, and so many will gain from this question. Hmm. Why is it so difficult for me to manifest my abundance? Why do I feel like I need to be trading my time for money? Why do I feel a sense of lack? What is it that is pulling me down, so to speak, when I am just trying to live in abundance? Hmm. Dear ones, many of us have to learn from this question some deep understandings. There is not any one understanding, but probably the most important is that you have accepted a system of lack. You have incorporated it into your story that you must live in lack. And this did not come from your spirit. You agreed to drop down into this density, let us say, in order to do something. Why are you here? Why are we agreeing to the terrible rules of this realm that we are playing in? Perhaps it is to slowly change the rules. Perhaps it is to help those who are stuck in this density to shed some of that density. And dear ones, many of you are able at this time to shed the sense of lack, to open up into your greater abundance. And there are also those of you who are still here in that sense of lack and feeling held back in some way because you have a greater purpose to help somebody in that density to come along with you. Mm, It is not a one size fits all answer here. In general, you are agreeing to the house rules of a realm of density that has imposed for this last age a sense of lack from the outside, from your own parents and teachers, from those around you. It is everywhere mirroring around you this sense of lack. And at the same time, those who have come here to help others up out of this density, the system busters, you might call them, are here to bring an awareness, an awakening from mm, the problems of that system, let us say, from the flaws of this system, debt, slavery, money itself, the way it is in this reality, in this world. It seems engineered to enslave and to limit those who are not uh, mm, ready to become criminals, basically. It is only those who have the lack of integrity and are deceptive that do well in this kind of system. in so many cases. There are, of course, beautiful beings who have gotten beyond that and have risen up out of that lack and are in full integrity. However, it seems like the system is designed to mm, push down those who are in truth and integrity. This is changing, dear ones, and you are changing it. Some of you are swimming in the density to change it. So, why am I stuck, so to speak? Dear one, you are not stuck. At some level, you have agreed to this, and when that agreement is up, you are going to rise up out of that. And this dog over here is echoing the same sentiment. Yes, yes, you will rise out of it. He is saying, yes, take your wolf self and howl your way up out of this density. Yes, well, dear ones, there is no lack that can hold down the light of your spirit. There is no system, no set of rules that can hold you back for long. You will not be stuck here much longer. And you are not stuck. You, at some level, have agreed to come and play in this game with these rules. And the game is changing. This golden age is beginning. For some of you, it seems like it is off to a slow start. I feel some people tapping their feet saying, when is my abundance going to be here? I can't wait for it. This is terrible. It will come when the divine timing is correct for you. And maybe you are meant to uplift those around you. Maybe you are waiting up, so to speak, for those who are a little further back behind down the trail to catch up so that you can hold their hand and together walk up to the higher ground, so to speak. There are so many reasons. I will answer for the general audience here. You are here in the system of lack for a reason, and it is beautiful. You have come to help those in density to rise up out of it, and you are all doing it in your own way, at your own pace. And when it is time, you will shed the density. You can decide that you are done with this and move on and jump into the higher levels of abundance at any time. And I think if you have reviewed the morning cup ritual, that is a good way for you to do this. For gratitude is the number one way for you to accelerate your abundance. Be grateful for the things that you do have in your world, and this opens the door for more abundance. The more you can do this and the more deeply and truly you do it, the more the abundance will flow. This is something you can use to very quickly move up out of lack. And do not be ashamed of your dreams. Your dreams, you deserve your dreams. Stop playing small. Many of you do this on purpose. You play small. Oh, I'm going to win the lotto and that's my way out of this. Do you not see that this is such a small way of thinking? I am going to go into this system where millions of people don't win a thing and some poor, lucky, rare person wins something. Do you not see that that reinforces your idea of lack? Only one person out of millions or a small handful of people out of millions will rise up while all the rest of the millions needlessly pour their money into this broken system, this lotto. It is a trap, dear ones. This sort of thinking is why you are in lack. And as soon as you stop thinking, well, I need to win the lotto to have abundance, and start thinking, well, I deserve abundance. I am a child of the divine, and I am grateful for all the things the divine has brought me, and more will come. As soon as you believe in abundance, and you do not need some system like the lotto to get there, this is when the abundance will really begin to flow. Is there another question?
Well, I think it could be time, since we're at 55 minutes, for somebody to be chosen as a free 30-minute reading with Jadon.
Indeed. I love doing the personal readings. It is so beautiful when a being comes and they open themselves up for guidance or for a question or for a reading. It is so beautiful to be of service in that way. And dear ones, it is regrettable that we cannot offer every hour of the day a free reading, because unfortunately the channel would do nothing but book free readings. So unfortunately, in this system that you are still in now, we do ask for donations for these readings, and hmm, we are also in full desire to do this without asking for any donation. We are in full desire to give advice and to help and to uplift without any charge or recompense, as it were. And so we are here to offer a free reading to one of you. And to be fair, I will write down a number in front of this beautiful, lovely Stephanie, and Mm, you will then start to post your numbers, and please only post one number. If you post more than one, we will be forced to only use the first one that you posted. So please do not waste the chat with multiple numbers. Each of you go ahead and put a number from 1 to 100 in there if you are desiring a free reading. We also ask that anyone who has had a personal reading already of a half an hour, can you please refrain from putting a number in at this moment? We would like to offer to those who cannot do this or have not been able to afford this. So please do not put in a number if you have had a free personal reading. I am thinking of a number between 1 and 100. I've written it down in front of this lovely Stephanie. And now, everyone, we will give you a time, a little moment to post your numbers. And when enough numbers have gone into the chat, we will find the one that is closest, and you will be the lucky one to get the free reading. So we'll give it a little more time.
Yes.
A person has already chosen the number exactly. So in case somebody else chooses it exactly, if more than one person choose it exactly, we will be giving away 2 free readings or more. So we'll give just a few more moments. The numbers are coming in. It is very beautiful. And okay, we will end this in 10 seconds. So please post your numbers now. Okay, very good. And now, dear Stephanie, please let us know who is the lucky person.
Okay, I see Michael Petronella posted 17, and that is the exact number Jadon wrote down, so he gets the free 30-minute reading.
Michael Patronella. Very good. And dear one, if you can post your email, if that is okay to you to do this on this forum, we will send you a note on a link to sign up that does not involve any sort of donation. Very good. It has been my pleasure to open up these blessings from the Dragon Wednesdays. We will continue to do this. It is a beautiful thing. And it is fine for you to save up and think up all of the things that you would like to do next Wednesday, whether they are blessings or activations or answering your questions or readings, etc. We love to do this. We are here to be of service. Thank you very much for being here with us. And before we go, would you please once again shout out the country you are from, because it is such a beautiful thing to realize how global you all are. You are connected in more ways than you know. You are all doing this work for this your Gaia. Please shout out your countries one more time. It is wonderful to feel this.
Turkey, Canada, and the Netherlands, Australia, England, Austria. Nice. Beautiful.
It is truly a global gathering.
Buffalo, New York, Sedona, Arizona, Oklahoma, and Austria, Utah, Long Island, New York, Massachusetts, Maine, Portugal, Germany. Fantastic. That's beautiful.
That is very beautiful. Das ist aber fantastischer, we will say, because this This body I am in has a little bit of German. Very good. Well, this is beautiful. This is a global gathering. I believe we have every continent except perhaps Asia present right now. We had Vietnam last time. It is very beautiful to know that this world is full of bright souls, light workers, who are out there doing this sort of thing, calling in your dragons, raising your light a little higher. Call your angels, your guides, your masters. We are not dragon centric here per se, although we do love dragons. They are beautiful. We will not fall into vanity right now. Uh, Call in your beautiful masters and guides, and seeing this work being done on such a global level, realize that you are connected with these other light workers. Together you are raising this consciousness that is here, this human field of beingness, and we are walking towards this golden age, and we are indeed taking the first footsteps into this new golden dawn. Mm. It has been beautiful, and it is hard to say goodbye to you. Mm, Goodbye for now. Please join us on your Saturdays. And if you wish to book a personal reading, you can do so. We will post a link. You can also go to our personal readings video on our YouTube if you wish to figure out how to do that. And we look forward to seeing you very soon.